This little video is going to be about making dangles for our little golden books. I'm going to walk you through and talk you through ideas. I'm not really going to show you how I make them because it takes me like hours to make this. Due to my age, my fingers don't work as well. I'm not as nimble, but I found some fun tools that I'm going to share with you. So one of the things that I started doing back for my Easter kit and then my Prayers for Children kit is I make fussy cuts and I include them in the ephemera pack. And if you print one of the backgrounds on the back of the whole page and then run it through your laminator and then cut it out, look, you can make your own fussy cuts. And how cool is that? They become dangle pieces and they coordinate with the kits. That's why I got really excited about making them. And then if you have some of these really old beads, these were kids' beads. These are probably 20 years old in my stash. But I was able to spell out different words. So this is for the Easter kit. And then I use the bead chain, the cable chain, right? And I make little sets of beads and I dangled them on there. This is a fun thing to have. I think I got this probably from Amazon. There was a set of maybe 20 Hug Me charms. And I also got these fun tassels in multiple colors. So I love those. And all you got to do is hook those on. And then I use baker's twine to use some of the big pony beads, bubblegum beads and stuff like that because the holes are so big. And so I put those on. So that was for my Easter, the Story of Easter kit. And what I did on this one, I had this available. So I used that split. I don't know what it's called. Anyway, I used that. Now, how do I attach it? I just use a big 2-inch paper clip and I hook it on there, okay? And this is the Story of Easter, so let me get that book back out. And here's the beauty of this. Basically, what I do is, as you've watched in the first couple videos, when we make our little golden spine, we are using baker's twine. So there's a space right there, right? And all I do is I just put the paper clip down the edge of the spine and look how fun it looks, right? It's just so cool. So that was the Story of Easter. And let me show you the one that I did for Prayers for My Children. Now, this was really fun. I used a different kind of a clip. What is this? Like a key ring thing, I think is what it is. And I did put some of the fun ephemera, the fussy cut ephemera that I put on. I love that. I just love the little animal. Yeah, the little elephant and that. And so I used a Hug Me again. And this, I just used some of the baker's twine. And then I found this at Five Below. It was a set of like 7 or 8 of these plastic things. And you're supposed to put whatever in there. Well, I just opened it up and I made it like a little mini shaker. Okay. And then I used the baker's twine again for the large beads. And then I spelled out pray and put that on there. So isn't that it's just so unusual. And here's why I think they're awesome, because you get to make absolutely 100% unique ones that nobody else is going to have. You're not going to go buy all those pieces, okay? You're going to make your own and do that kind of stuff. So here's the same way. So I put that one. Now, the other thing that I'm going to do is I love this. I take a really nice piece of coordinating ribbon and I do the same thing with it. I attach it onto a 2-inch paper clip. And so I put the ribbon and then I put my set of dangles on the side. And this is how it looks. Isn't it so pretty? It's just beautiful. I love it. Okay, so we're working on my little golden book about God. And so I loved the colors on here, this beautiful kind of a blue-green, right? So here's what I made for this one. Oh, this is getting to be so much fun. Okay, so in this kit, in the ephemera pieces, there's a whole page of fussy cuts. And I've gone ahead and, hold on one second. Let me get these up under here. So it was a whole page. And I ran the dotted on the back of it, and then I ran it through my embossing machine. Now you're going to see that as I decorate the rest of the journal, that what's going to be fun is I'm going to attach these on different pages, and we're still going to hang them inside the journal. So we've got flowers and things. I did a daisy and a sunflower because that's what's in the kit. And so that's that. And then there's a piece of music. And then I did a God. I was going to hang it on there, but I think I'm going to put it inside. So here's just some extra pieces. So those are all cut out. So on this one, I went and bought this whole bag of, what are they called? I have no idea. Split rings, I think. So again, this is probably, I don't know where I got this. I'm going to assume it's in Amazon. So I got a whole bag so I can make lots of these dangles. So what I did on here, let's look at, see what I've done. Okay, so I've used some wooden beads, and let me get what that is, because if you can go to Dollar Tree now, it's still spring and they have them. I'll be right back. Okay, in Dollar Tree, they have, because it's spring, they have these at Christmas time, and I use them. So there's this yellow and white with a big lemon on it. There's a pink and white, and there's a lavender and white. These are, I think they're only $1.50. And what I do is I take them apart and I use all the wooden beads, because that amount of beads in that size would probably cost $7 or $8 if you went to just buy the beads. But buy this, take it apart. This could end up going on a journal. I think it's a little bit too big for this one, but that's where I got the wooden beads from, okay? And so I used baker's twine, and I just, put some on there, and I've decided to use Sunny and peaches, and then I put the sunflower seeds on there. And then on this piece, I cut a pretty long piece of baker's twine. And on the back of it, yes, I have the dots, but I also have the beautiful butterfly. So I just glued the butterfly on the back of it because I thought it was fun. And then I found some buttons at one point, like kids' bright colored buttons. So I just looped those through the baker's twine. And then I used my alphabets. These are the small ones. And I spelled out God because this is all about God, right? So that's on baker's twine. And then this, I'm pretty sure I got this set of these weird little charms from Temu. There's all little kids ones. Okay, so that's the one for that. Okay, that goes there. And then on the chain, what I decided to do, hold on, I got it. I've been throwing it around so it got all caught together. Okay, so here's the chain piece, and I'm going to show you how to do this in a second. So I bought some of these beautiful beads. I got probably 10 different packs of beads off of Temu. Now, if you don't want to go to Temu, that's okay. But when you pay, you can get like 15 or 20 of these types of beads for $1.85. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm buying them on Temu. And so I got this, look at that, like a little twisty piece of candy. Isn't that one gorgeous too? So I got that one. So all I did was use the beads that you kind of see here in the background and some of my spacers, and I just put them on a eye pin. And I'm going to show you in a second a trick for that. Okay, and then I put on a green Hug Me on here. What else did we do? I guess that's it. Oh, and then I found, okay, I just got another order from Temu in the past week, and I ordered some more tassels. Of course, in the picture, I thought they were going to be as big as the other ones, but they're not. But they're small. But I don't really care because I think I got 20 for $1.50. So they're really fun to just add on the top. So isn't that just absolutely, it's just so gorgeous. It's going to be so pretty. Okay, and then I decided to use a yellow paper clip. So what you do on this is you just put that onto the, no, I got it backwards. Has to go. Hold on. You have to have it a certain way so that you can, there. Okay, so you put it on like that, and then you take your book, and then you're going to just insert it right there and see how it hangs. Now, do you understand why I add the bow? Because you can't really add too much on this stuff if you see it. Let me see, I have to change the camera. Okay, so I'm going to put a bow on here. I might tie a bow under there, but look at how beautiful the charms are. Okay, let me show you two things. I ended up watching lots of videos because I couldn't figure out why can everybody else do this and Diane can't do it. And I kept saying it was because I'm old, my fingers don't work. Well, I found two tips that you have to do. So when I bought this package, I'm pretty sure this is from Amazon, of, yeah, what are these things called? Connectors. I'm sorry, I don't know what they are. In this little package was this little gold ring. And I was like, what the heck? And I didn't use it. I didn't know what it was. So I finally watched a video. And here's what you do with this. Oh my gosh. Okay, you put it on your finger. You leave it on your finger. Now, I already beaded one of these eye pins. So you need to get, if you don't have, again, I'm new to this. I was never really a jewelry person. My daughters like to do it, but I never did it. So I bought a big multi-size set. And this is a 2-inch, I think it's called an eye pin because see, it's just got the hole in the end, okay? So what I've done is I've just loaded this one up with beads. It's a little bit bent because it was in there incorrectly. Okay, so you put the beads on. Here's the thing you have to buy. Now you're gonna look at the price and go, what? I think it's almost $30 now. But when I show you what you can do, you can sit here and you can make like 20 or 30 of these okay, you might get it down to a minute a piece. That's what I'm working towards. Okay, so what does it do? Once you have your beads on your eye pin, you insert it. I'm gonna move this up to the camera as much as I can to be able to still do it. Okay, see, this is why it takes me so long. This is why I don't video me doing this whole thing. Okay, let's see. See if I can get that back on there. Come on, get on there. Okay, so what you have to do is you have to hold the beads down and put your finger kind of like down there to hold them on. You're then going to insert that end in here, okay? Do you see this space? I don't know. This is really hard for me to video it and do it. So you put it right in there. Now see that space? Now that I've got it in there, can you see? I know it's really hard to see. I'll try and blow it up once I edit this video. Okay, and all you do is you squeeze. And what does it do? It cuts off the excess and it rounds the pin at the top all in one quick motion. I was trying to do this by hand and I couldn't do it. I couldn't maneuver my fingers. Let me put it back on there because I'm talking to you and trying to video. Just make sure it's nice and tight, okay? And then it just comes right off. Okay, how cool is that? So I don't have it as tight as it's supposed to be. Probably because I have too many beads. If you have to have enough space left for it to actually go around there and make it tight. So what I'm just gonna do, it's probably not the best thing for the video, but at least I'm showing you how to make this work. Okay, I'm just gonna bend it a little bit more. I think I'm going to bend it. Of course, my hands are all dirty because I was edging things too. Okay, let's just assume that's good enough. Now I wanna show you how to use this. Okay, so what you do is you get your connector. There is a name for this, but don't ask me what it is. You take the pointy clamps, right? Oh, I'm sorry, I'm in the wrong spot. Okay, see how this is on my finger? Okay, this wide one, you just kind of insert it and it's gonna rest on your skin. And all I do is, yeah, okay, see, I'm trying to show you. I was doing it so good before. You have to be holding it in the right spot. What that does is it rests on that metal. Oh my gosh. Just what I'm trying to show you in a video. There we go. Okay, oh, I almost got it. Okay, you're gonna rest it in between that spot, and the minute it rests, I don't have it down far enough. That's what my problem is. There we go. Okay, there we go. See, oh, this is why I don't make a whole video. Of course, the woman I watched, she just puts it right in there and it works in 5 seconds. And I was doing better till I decided to turn on the camera. There we go. You have to have it up closer to where the opening is, okay? And you're holding it against and it separates them that way. And then you just put it, hook it on there, you put it back on here, and what do? You just twist the other way and it puts it right back together with the right amount of tension. So in case you haven't seen this, it does come with the connectors, Okay, I know that that's where I found it because she had it. And she's like, well, you might have to buy one. And then I looked in my container and I had it. Now it's all looped on there. And all I have to do is just put that on a piece of chain. Okay, so it's called, what's it called? A looper? Hold on, I think I kept the paper. So I do have the package. It's called a vintage, V-I-N-T-A-J, one-step looper. Okay, from the Beadsmith, and it's in my Amazon shop. As I said, it's probably $30 at this point, but this is the only way I could ever make this stuff. I could never have done this before. So that's the tool to use. So if you get this and then you buy a set of these connectors, you're going to get that other little piece. Okay, so just a quick video. As I said, this video is to inspire you to go get your own fun stuff and make it and make your fun part. So watch for the rest of the videos because the next videos are going to be about decorating and adding our faith. And then there's our dangles for the little golden book all about God. Isn't it beautiful? See you next time.